Well, good evening, and welcome. I'm Anna, your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. I am a retired school teacher, an author, an educational consultant, a jewelry consultant, and a health consultant, and I'm also a certified cake instructor. So as you can see, I wear many hats. And so I bring a wealth of knowledge to the conversation, to our table. And each episode, I try to delve into topics that will enrich our lives, from personal development to health, wellness, and I never ever want to forget about the art of jewelry making. So I'm asking you to, let me tell you, I do this by providing workshops. I also provide knowledge, I research, and I also have guest speakers. So from time to time, I have guest speakers on. So I want you to join me as we dive into inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help us live that blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. I want to thank you again for joining me this evening, where every conversation is a treasure. So, I'm completing the episode or the series on the educator encouragement. And so we're going to take a brief commercial. I have a couple of comments. I always like to show the comments. This is from, it says H8. I'm sure that's high. So they type like I type. Okay? I always hit the wrong, button. And I always do that. Okay? So don't even feel bad about it. You didn't even have to correct it because I would have caught it. Because I do those type of things myself. I just want to say. But we're going to take a brief commercial, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to kind of dive into the series. This is the conclusion of it, and I'm hoping that you got some takeaways from it. If you are an educator, even if you're not an educator, I always tell people that we all are educators. Even as a parent, you are an educator. So don't exclude yourself out of this category at all, because we are all that in some way or other. Some people go to school for it, and they teach, and there's many avenues of that teaching, which is some of the things that I'm kind of talking about here in this series. So we're gonna go to that we're gonna go to that commercial, and then we are going to come back, and we're going to delve into the teaching of the joy of teaching, okay, and the impact that it has on all of us, okay. So let's go to that commercial. Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3. Quiero separarme de ti, ni siquiera un momento. No quiero perder el tiempo.
All right, we are back. We are back. And thank you for joining me. I'm Anna. I am your host of Sweet Blessings, Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. And where I want to repeat this because it's important, because this is what I live by, where we inspire, encourage, and empower people to live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. I'm your host. I'm Anna, and tonight we're wrapping up our educational encouragement series. We have explored why joyful educators matter, how to sustain the hearing, the health of a educator, the power of encouragement, why educators need community, and the lasting impact educators have on generations. Tonight we bring all of these powerful things, truths together, because when educators are supported in these areas, they don't just survive in education, they thrive. Okay? So let me bring up my presentation, because tonight, the heart of teaching, a journey of joy, purpose, and impact. So, reflecting on the power of joy, sustainability, encouragement, community, and legacy in education. All of those things are important. We also want to think about what happens when educators are joyful, supported, encouraged, connected, and empowered. Guess what? They just don't teach, they transform lives and they shape the future. I mean, they really get into their job and what they're doing. And that is so important. And that's what you want. That's what you want. I'm looking at my notes. So we're going to take another commercial, and then I want to come back and I want to look at the reflections of each of those things that I taught. We're going to look at joy first, and we're going to talk a little bit about keeping the educational thing going. So let's take that commercial, and then I won't have to stop for a while. You know what I mean? I know you all understand that. Okay. Here we All right, we are back. I am Anna. I am your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. And we are wrapping up this evening the series on educators' encouragement. And as we were going to commercial, told you when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the main segments the previous episodes. And we're going to do a little, what I might call reflection on that series reflection. So the first episode was on joy, joyful educators matter. So let's talk about joy is the foundation, because I really believe it is. Joy is what first called many educators into this profession. It fuels the passion and the purpose. I'm going to say that was what fueled me. And I'm going to tell you from an early age, it fueled me. I knew from an early age that I wanted to be a teacher. Number 2, sustainability keeps educators going? Now, this is a hard one because without finance and support, even the most passionate educator can burn out. And I'm going to tell you, this was one of the things that really bothered me when I was already scuffling, you know what I'm saying? But then I couldn't even imagine the children suffering. And so if I was teaching something and the school did not provide it, you all, I would go out and purchase it, knowing that it was messing with my budget. I would do that because those children had the rest of their lives to live. I was old, working, I can make it. But they needed that foundation. So it's important. Without balance and support, and I'm even going to say financial, okay, because that's why I'm telling you. Without balance and support, even the most passionate educator can burn out, even financially, because every teacher that I know, I don't care what nationality you are, they come out of their pockets because there's a need. The third thing is encouragement lifts the spirit. Now, this might not sound like something that's fascinating with you, but it should be, because think about when somebody praises you or gives you a word of encouragement. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel insecure? No, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel confident. And guess what? Whatever you're doing is going to renew your motivation. I don't care what it is, whether you dance. Look at the students in a dance class. Look at the students who take music lessons. They play instruments. When that teacher gives that word of encouragement, they try a little harder. And it goes the same way with the teachers, you all. It goes that way with human beings, period. Just period. That's all I'm going to say, period. It goes that way, period. So remember that a simple word of encouragement can restore confidence and renew motivation. I got to get my notes. I want you to also remember. Okay, I got to go to the next slide. I'm still on reviewing. So we talked about community. So the fourth thing is, this is a series reflection. So the fourth thing is community strengthens the journey. Educators are stronger. Support system creates resilience and growth. The stronger support system. To me, this is working as a team. This is what it means to me. It means everybody playing their part. That's what it means. And you know, there are different types of communities, you all. But the community that we're talking about here is the bigger community, the larger community. But there are smaller communities within that larger community. But all of them, I think, should be treated the same way. Because, when I talk to my daycares and, I try to get them to, they're working on their national accreditation. And what really makes that work is that daycare working as a team. Everyone working together as a community. The teachers working together, the directors working together, the custodians are working together, the teacher aides are working together. The people who come into the school to service the children, they're all working together. They all have a say in what happens at that daycare, or they should. And that's what teamwork is all about. Now, when that community gets itself together, it spreads. Then other communities start to try to get themselves together. And it builds. It builds. That support system builds, and it's going to create resistance or resilience, perseverance, and growth. Just keep that in mind. So number 5 was impact creates a legacy. It's important that you realize that the work that educators do today shapes generations for tomorrow. Not everyone goes into teaching. There are other professions, you all, believe it or not. But whatever they go into, there has to be some type of teaching involved. It doesn't matter whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, an engineer. Guess what? Some type of teaching is involved. The work educators do today shapes generations for tomorrow. I just want you to believe that. Also, I want to talk a little bit about my journey. And most of you all know, I multitask, everyone. So one of my biggest desires was to write a book. Now, I've written many books, but they've basically been ebooks. This is my first hardback book. And so, as we reflect on the journey, it becomes clear that educators need more than just resources. They need encouragement, connections, and support. This is exactly why this collaborative book was created. This book brings together the voices and experience of educators from different backgrounds, daycares, home schools, and traditional classrooms to share insights, inspirations, and real-life experiences. Pre-sales is happening now with the official launch in June. So if you are interested in purchasing the book, this is the link for that book. And the first 50 people will be included in the book, and they'll receive a free VIP ticket to the virtual conference. I need your help. I'm trying to reach 30 pre-sale books. Can you help me out? We're going to break for commercial. And then when we come back, I got some more reflection questions for my listeners. All right, I left my the book up there, but I do want to let you all know that I do sell jewelry. And I do have, this is my website for my jewelry if you're interested in it. And I do go live on Facebook 3 times a week. So on my personal profile. So if you're interested in attending that, you can go there. It's a public page, so you can look it up. And I do want to take the time right now to let you know that I am always looking for people who want to advertise, be a sponsor, do commercials, or even be on my show. So, you can secure your spot at info at annaslifestyle.com or ctrmedianetwork.com. Now that email again is info at annaslifestylellc.com. Okay, if you're looking to be a guest or you want to advertise, I do have sponsor and advertising packets. They're reasonable, y'all. Also, I asked people to subscribe. I can't talk. I asked for people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I basically want you to subscribe to all my social media platforms. And I'm basically on all of them. I'm on Instagram. This is my Instagram. I don't have all of them listed. I might not even have that one listed. I thought I did. But I am on Instagram. I think it is Instagram.com/Anna Listine. I believe that is my account. I did have it on here. I will put it back so I can run it by. Also on Facebook, you can support me by giving me stars. I always forget these things, so I kind of like to try to go through it. When I do remember, I try to go through it. You saw the commercial about the wigs. I do wigs. I love wigs. Okay. So it just gives you a different type of personality to me. And why not change your personality? All right, before we went to commercial, I told you I had some reflection questions for you as a listener. So the first one is, what part, and you can jot down this in the comment section, if you want to, and I'll post it so we all can kind of see it and look at it. You have free will to do that. So, which part of this series spoke to you the most? Which part of this series spoke to you the most? Well, I'm going to say the part that spoke to me the most was the community and the impact that the educator portrays or gives. Because you really don't really know who you are touching. And I'm going to tell you this. I sell jewelry. If it wasn't Facebook, I probably would not know that people appreciated my teaching. But I sell jewelry, and I'm going to tell you, some of my parents that I had, their children, I taught early childhood, which I taught 3, 4, 5-year-olds. Very little, okay? And I'm retired. I've been retired for a while. But do you know, some of my parents have looked me up on Facebook. That's an honor to me. That means that I did something to touch them as well as their children. And they're not near me. One of them stays in Illinois. One of them is in Minnesota. One of them is in Texas. But I could go on and on. So when I'm doing my lives and I tell people, ask people to say where they're tuning in from, it's important that you know that people are listening, really and truly out from all over the world. I'm just telling you about the ones that I feel like I have touched, or they have let me know that I have touched them. But I do want you all to realize that this is a global podcast, not just in the United States, but it is a global podcast. It is worldwide. I am proud to say that. And if you were on last week, someone tuned in from Mexico. So, what part of this series spoke to you? I just told you which one spoke to me. So you think about it. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the whole series, go back. Go back and watch that series. You can still, it'll be there. You can still answer these questions. These are reflection questions. These are questions just for you. Because believe it or not, everybody will have a different answer for these. Because we reflect differently. We think differently. The next question. How will you support or encourage an educator this week? Well, everyone knows that I am a mentor for daycares. But I'm also on the board of a couple of things. One of them is the choir. And I try to support or encourage, because we're learning there. At the choir, you're learning. They're teaching you music. They're teaching you songs. They're really teaching you socialization. Those type of things. And I think you can support them or encourage them by maybe volunteering. You can always give money, because people always need money. Make donations, to certain causes or anything. But sometimes you can give your time. Sometimes they just really want to have your time. And that's what I do. That's what a mentor does. I give them my time. We discuss things. I don't make decisions for them. I'm there to teach them to make their own decisions. And they need to make those decisions as a team, the whole site working together. It can be done. I know it can because I have a lot of sites that have their national accreditation. I'm so proud of them, y'all. Y'all just don't know. So, the next thing is, what legacy are you creating through your work or influence? Well, I hope that people will remember me as an inspirer. Just what my three little things that I talk about. An inspirer, an encourager, and an empowerer. Because that's what this is all about. Encouraging you to do the things you want to do. Inspiring you to do the things you want to do. Empowering you to do the things that you want to do. That's what it's all about. I'm giving you that encouragement. And I'm hoping that I am giving you topics. I know I'm not going to be able to satisfy everybody, but I try to have a variety of things going on here so that I can cover a broader audience. And I always tell people, believe it or not, this is my first time, y'all, talking about education as a field and as an educator. As long as I've been, doing this podcast, it's amazing, So I got something for you now. I love this, really, I do. Let me find it. Okay, I got to go back up. Well, doesn't look like I'm seeing it. Hold on, y'all. I know it's here. What I want to do. Guess what, y'all? Guess what time it is? It's the Sweet Blessings Educator Spotlight. So tonight, we shine our Sweet Blessings Educator Spotlight on all educators, from early childhood educators to experienced teachers, homeschooling educators, mentors, and leaders. You all play a vital role in shaping lives. So tonight, we salute you. We honor your dedication, your sacrifices, and your commitment to make a difference in every single day. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I always try to put a little faith in my presentations. So tonight I'm going to offer an educator's blessing. May every educator be reminded that their work matters. May the seeds they plant continue to grow in the lives of their students. May they be encouraged, supported, and sustained in their journey. And may they continue to shine their light, knowing they are shaping the future one child at a time. Okay, we're going to go to commercial, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to close. Alrighty, we are back, and I just want to say thank you for attending. Sweet blessings to Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope something shared inspired you. I hope something that was shared encouraged you. I'm hoping that something that was shared will empower you to live with intention, walk in faith, and shine your light. Remember, you are here for a purpose. You are capable, and you are called to make an impact. Until next time, I want you to stay encouraged, stay empowered, and as always, I'm going to leave you with my 3 L's. Live your life. Live. Live it to the fullest. 2, laugh. Laughter is good for you. It's good for your soul. So find some time in your day to put a little laughter into it. Make somebody else laugh. Because when that person feels good, it's going to make you feel good. The 3rd L is love, y'all. Love. Love with all your heart. Love with all your heart. But the most important person that you need to love, guess what? Is you. So, until next time, I want you to stay encouraged, stay empowered, and as always, sweet blessings to you.